Hey, how's it going, everyone? We're back. And so was the LC80. So if you don't know, I went to my first ever crawler comp. If you didn't watch my last video on the Warthog, this thing, I'll briefly show it just to get the Warthog out of the way. This thing did perform at the competition, and it didn't do all that great, but I was kind of expecting that. I wasn't there to win. I wasn't there to, win anything. I just wanted to go there just to have fun. And the Warthog got so much attention. So did the LC80. I'll talk about that in a minute. But, yeah, it's a little bit different than last time you guys saw it. We do have the brass knuckles on there. We do have the metal drive shafts, bigger tires on there. These are huge, and they hook up. They're pretty good. I'm gonna have to vent them. I don't get the right conformity with them like I want to. And I might have to look into maybe a better motor for this thing, because it's still running that cheapo little Enduro motor, which, granted, it has held up really well. It definitely gives it better low-end speed, like better low-end control, but the truck is so heavy now that when it's climbing up stuff, even at full charge, I see that the transmitter is telling me that the battery is already getting low. It's pulling so much power to get this truck moving. So, I don't know, maybe we'll look into a brushless setup for this thing eventually. I mean, I have to, it's a Warthog. But this truck might go through a slight revamp. I think I'm going to do LCG chassis and just help move everything down more so that we can clear the body a little bit better. That way I could run a bigger battery. Just stuff like that. I just want to get that done with this truck. I just think that it's such a good little crawler, and I just want to make it better. So, yeah. The Warthog was just so much fun. But anyway, we're not talking about the Warthog, we're talking about this guy, the LC80. This thing got a shitload of attention at the crawler comp that I went to. People were like, where did you get this thing? Oh my god, is that a Toyota Land Cruiser? I want to say about 2 people asked me to buy this thing, and I'm like, I can't, it's my blue baby. One guy came in, he's just like, I have a Land Cruiser 70 series. And he was just completely in love with it. I actually met someone there that was running the same exact truck, same color and everything. He took the springs out of his, and he had an aftermarket bumper, and he didn't have the roof rack on it. Also, no clear windows. He had the darkened windows, and no brass on his. He had Little Guy Racing parts, Trench Kings, I think they were. Pretty mean little build that he did. It's pretty cool. Mine is looking a little different than last time you guys saw it. For one thing, we got these cool retro decals. These came off of the Aoshima, I think that's how you say it, or Aoshima. I don't really know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Toyota Hilux. These are meant for a pickup truck. But they fit, and they're small enough, and they look cool. Nice little retro thing down the side. And you may notice that this truck is now sitting a lot lower. I wonder why that is. And also the battery doesn't have the straps anymore. It has these 3D printed parts, and the ESC is also sitting a lot lower. Well, I'll tell you what we did. Me and my buddy James just went absolutely apeshit on this thing. We got kind of hard to see right there because of the lighting. Let me see if I can turn on my flash. I can. You can see right there we have shock mounts. So we lowered the ride height, which is what I wanted to do because this thing sits super high out of the package. And yeah, it looks so much better now. It's sitting lower. Center of gravity is a lot lower. We don't have to worry about ground clearance like we do like on something like a TRX 4M because it has portals. So it has so much ground clearance there that we don't even have to worry about stuff like that. But this thing, super capable, such a fun truck, and actually won third place in the Class 1 series. So, yeah, this thing won. It's insane, and it wasn't even lowered like this. We did this after. We literally got this done today. Absolutely insane. This truck is so good. I love it. I really, really do. I want to just make this thing better and better and better. This is another one that I'm genuinely considering making brushless. Like, it's an expensive upgrade, but it's so good. I just love this truck so much, and it's really just coming together now. I'm probably not going to keep this stuff on the roof. I just wanted to do that just for funsies. But I love it. I love the white stripe with the retro decals. I did future floor polish over them because this thing's going to go off-roading. It's going to get chipped up, so I just wanted to put an extra layer of that. I don't want the decal peeling off. But this thing got so much attention at the show. It's insane how many people wanted this thing. They're like, whoa, who makes this truck? People were asking me, is this a TRX4M? I'm like, no, it's an FMS. They're like, well, who the hell's FMS? Like, it's crazy to me how many people wanted this thing. Like, there's a demand. There's a demand for the 18s, for sure. I really have... It's weird, because when I was growing up, I hated 1/18 scale diecasts. Because 1/18 scale diecasts weren't cool to me. They were too big, and I didn't really like them all that much. I just never found them that fun to collect. I had like two. There were two General Lees. I have one of them still. But for crawlers, I think 18 is probably my favorite scale for crawlers. They're just small enough to where you can put them on a shelf and display them nice, and they're large enough and capable enough for where you can comp with them, and you can take them outside if you want to, which is so cool. That's why I really like 1/18 scale crawlers. Like, I'm trying to get my buddy into them, and he's not really too big on them. He likes the 24s a lot more, which is fine. I like 24s as well. But the 18 scale, I feel, is like the perfect sweet spot. They're not too big, and they're not too small. Like, I absolutely love them. And they're still relatively new. We're still seeing more 18 scale crawlers coming out. I have another one that I'm going to show in this video. But I wanted to talk about this thing because it's just so cool. And now it looks even cooler. It's so low and so mean. I just adore this truck. It's taken on a character of its own now, because before it was kind of looking like everyone else had the same truck. I'm on an FMS page where everybody's got the blue one, but now I really made it my own. I personalized it with the stripe, the ride height, the painted marker lights, the bumpers. Still no stock bumper, but I'll take this. And yes, it is silver to match the silver trim down the side. Someone gave me shit for that, saying I should have done it in black. I like it silver. Eat my ass, okay? This is my truck. Another Toyota Land Cruiser that we worked on yesterday is this guy right here. Another Toyota Land Cruiser. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments about this, and I talked to another guy, the same guy that had this. Me and him were talking about this truck, my IR40, aka Toyota FJ40. This one's still a work in progress, and you may notice that it's not on a TRX4M. This is designed for a TRX4M, but it's not. It's got portals. So what truck is this on? Well, if you watch my Instagram, if you don't, you're going to be pretty shocked. You pop this open, which, by the way, forgot to mention, this is 3D printed. This is not what comes with the actual truck. My buddy that helped me work on this thing and 3D print a whole bunch of parts for the LC80, he took an SCX24 version of this because someone made a conversion kit to fit it on a Gladiator for some reason. That chassis is really small for this, but I guess it wouldn't be that far off. I guess you could do it. and he like modified it so now it works with this chassis. And if you don't know what this chassis is already, but it's literally like it. I love that hinge, the way that works. This is the FX18, which I don't think I've done a video on. This was a Fury wagon, and I know it's kind of blasphemy for me to do this because this truck comes with a Dodge Power Wagon style body. And in my opinion, there's not much that can beat the Dodge Power Wagons from the 1940s. But if I had to have one classic pickup that could rival that, it would be the old school FJ40 pickup. These are so cool. You don't see them as much. They're certainly still around. They fetch big money. But if there was one pickup truck that I could have over an old Dodge Power Wagon, money was no issue, Power Wagon's not available, what pickup truck am I going to get? It'd be one of these. It's looking like the miniature Toyota FJ Bruiser. For some reason it shows up blue on camera. It's more of a teal color. They do make a blue one. It looks like the mini Toyota FJ Bruiser. If you haven't seen that truck, look it up. It's a NASCAR powered one of these FJ40s. It's insane. This truck, I did not comp with it, but I did have a lot of fun with it. It's really, really good. I played around with it today. These Trepadors, these are the Maxxis Trepadors. Kind of the only upgrade that it has right now. It's still kind of just box stock. There is a brass ring in this one, not in the rest of the tires. I don't know if these are going to stay on here. I don't think they're going to. The Trepadors are nice, but I really like the Black Label MTs that I had on the Tarantula. Which I don't even know if I've shown the Tarantula. I think I have. I might have. Can't remember if I showed off the Tarantula or not, so I'm just going to show it here anyway. This has the Black Label MTs, and I think I'm going to go with those for the IR40, because I really like these tires. They're so soft and they hook up to everything. I tried putting these on the Fury wagon, but it did not like these rims, so we're not going to go with those at all. But yeah, those are some of my recent projects. We have two Toyota Land Cruisers. Both are very different. This is like your expedition vehicle. This is your SEMA build. Like, I love them. I'm all for this mini crawler hobby. I absolutely love it. And it's so satisfying to build something up and actually watch it perform better than when you took it out of the box. But yeah, I do have another model car coming. I might be able to show it. I'll save it. I'll save it until I finish it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.